And welcome back to the Morning Blend. We want to give a shout out to all of you who donated to the TMJ4 If You Give a Child a Book program. For several years, we've hosted an internal drive to collect books for the Next Door Foundation. And this year, we went public with the campaign. And get this, the money raised allowed us to buy 3 times as many books as last year. Lynn Levada is with Scholastic Book Fairs, the group that helped the Scripps Howard Foundation to support this great campaign. Hey there, Lynn.
Hi, Molly. How are you today?
I'm great. It's wonderful to see you. Congratulations. This is such a huge success.
Well, it's actually all because of you, Scripps Howard Foundation, our viewership in Milwaukee, all supporting our littles at Next Door Foundation, which is phenomenal.
How did you guys get involved in this? What was your role?
So we've been working with the Scripps Howard Foundation around If You Give a Child a Book campaign for about 4 years. As you know, they support this campaign by working with you and the community to really support backyard opportunities for growing literacy. So it's been a really great journey as we've expanded the opportunities, not only at WTMJ, but across the nation, making sure that all kids in the backyards of our stations are getting new books, which is amazing.
I love that. And the success of this campaign is just such a wonderful thing. And I think about the children who are receiving these books and what it means for them. What's your opinion about receiving these books and the meaning it has for these children?
So it's really interesting you ask. I'm super passionate about access to books at home. We know when kids have books that the ability for them to be able to stop their screen time and just settle down, whether it's lap time or individual time, the opportunity to grab a book at home and become a reader and become a lifelong learner through reading is really, really, like, the impact is incredible. So every time we can offer this equity of book ownership, building home libraries, creating that access to books for kiddos, it really expands their learning careers and their opportunity to be successful readers for many, many, many years.
I love that, learning careers. Yeah, that's so great. And we were just looking at video of Susan Kim from TMJ4 and Vince Vetrano and Rachel Glatch, our producer. And we were just seeing a lot of people, Shannon Sims, reading to kids. This is in years past when we didn't have to worry about being so close to people. But it's just such a great thing to share the gift of reading with children. And you know, you mentioned having access to books. How important is it that kids have a home library?
Well, you know, I've been with Scholastic for 18 years, but one of the things that I think, and I was thinking about this question, like, I'm super passionate about this. My mom always told me when I was little from on that if whenever you read a book, no matter what book it is, if you take one thing away from it, it was worth your time. But you can only do that if you have books that you can touch, taste, and read, right? So having books at home is so critical for our kids to be able to have that ability to pick up a book and read when it drives them. It also allows them to truly find reading as an enjoyment opportunity versus a necessity. So as our kids are going through schools and learning those skill sets, like from, 3 on to learn to read, it changes that ability of looking at a book instead of a must do as a want to, which is a totally different opportunity for our kids to become true readers. And the more books we have at home, the more access we give them, the ability for them to pick up that book and be excited to read, whether it's a favorite story they're reading again and again, or a brand new story that's opening up their eyes to a new idea. It's really worth it. It's worth it. It's amazing.
Yeah, new ideas in a new world. I think about, especially during the pandemic, having the ability to read and having a home library, having a book to read transports us. It takes us away from where we are to somewhere magical, perhaps, but it gives us time away, even if it's just in our heads as we read. But it's a wonderful opportunity when times are tough, I think, like right now.
Well, and when you think about the opportunity that, so many portals of access to books are closed down right now because of the pandemic, shoring up those books at home is really, really a great way to make sure our kids are staying engaged with reading. Virtual is awesome, but there is something really special in my head for sitting down on a cozy couch and snuggling into a book and reading that story and finding those really good nuggets that I can take away and apply in my life.
I
Still a
love
reader.
that. That's so great. It was nice talking to you, Lynn, and I want to make sure that people know how much we appreciate your support, everything you've done, and that people can still donate and give us all that great buying power to get more books in the hands of children.
And I appreciate all that you guys do every day. So thank you for the commitment to literacy, partnering with our Scripps Howard Foundation, what all of TMJ has done, and the viewers in the area. You guys have done an exceptional job making sure more kids are getting more books so that they can read even more. Yay!
Yay, I love it. It's a win-win. Thank you so
It is.
much, Lynn.
Thank you, Molly. You guys have a great day, and don't
You
forget to
too.
read.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
go out there and read. We appreciate it.
Right?
All right.
Okay.
We'd also like to thank our friends at Bank 59 for their support during the If You Give a Child a Book campaign. And if you'd still like to donate, you can. Just go to tmj4.com/book.